Trump showed up late to his own press conference, but it didn't take him very long to announce that Washington, D.C. would be liberated. Starting today, his words, he seizing control of the city's police under Section 740 of the D.C. Home Rule Act, deploying the National Guard and promising they will now be able to do their job. Section 740 was written for true emergencies, when local government is incapacitated or public safety has collapsed. That is not the case today. The mayor and council are functioning and crime has been trending downward for more than a year. Yet Trump bypassed local leadership, stripping away the autonomy D.C. residents fought for when they won home rule in 1973. Home rule is a recognition of self-governance. While D.C. is an state, its citizens have constitutional rights to control local laws. Overriding that without meeting the emergency threshold may skirt the letter of the law, but it violates the spirit, undermining federalism, separation of powers, and limited government. The 10th Amendment reserves powers to states and localities. The Posse Comitatus Act limits military involvement in domestic policing without Congress's approval. So, using the Guard in this way tests those limits and sets a dangerous precedent. To justify it, Trump compared D.C.'s homicide rates to Mexico City, Bogota, Colombia, and Lima, Peru, using outdated figures from a past spike and ignoring the documented decline in 24-25. This is manufactured crisis politics. Pick the scariest stats, repeat until fear outweighs facts, use fear to grab power. And when he says the Guard will be able to do their job, the subtext is clear. Federal forces without local oversight. That opens the door to aggressive protest suppression, mass detentions, encampment sweeps, and surveillance directly threatening First and Fourth Amendment rights. The long game is clear. If a president can declare any city unsafe, take over its police, and insert troops under a thin pretext, it creates a template for federal crackdowns anywhere. Blue cities and red states, swing state metros before elections, are communities with activist movements. Each use erodes legal guardrails until federal control over local law enforcement becomes routine. Today it's DC, tomorrow it could be Atlanta, Philadelphia, or Chicago, any place labeled a program by those in power. And when that happens, the Constitution isn't just bent, it's broken. This story is far from over, so be sure to follow me here, TikTok, Clapper, YouTube, so you don't miss an update. And for my full breakdowns, subscribe to my Substack. The link's in my bio. It'll be up real soon.